Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Somia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this week's video, we're going to be talking about AP Bio, but just not any part. We're going to be talking about the Keystones. Yeah, you heard it, Keystones. But I promise they're not that bad. Alright, so before we begin, let me get two things right out of the way. Firstly, you are definitely ready for this test. Alright, there's no more studying you could possibly do that will help you prepare. Well, not yet. But especially right now, you are definitely ready, and a lot of the things on the test are just going to be practice, just repetition. Secondly, do not rush. Okay, I cannot emphasize this enough, but don't rush at all, because losing points like this is the dumbest thing there is. And knowing you, I really hope you don't rush, okay? Shantanu, don't rush. I can't emphasize this at all enough. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. So, Module 1 has a couple of topics that I think you should review. The first topic I think you should review from Module 1 has to do with enzymes and the properties of carbon. With enzymes, what I mean is, where are they most present? What affects them the most? What are they made of? What they act as? What their definition is? A lot of those types of things. Just know everything there is to know about enzymes. The second thing I think you should know are properties of carbon. One of the questions on the test asked, what makes carbon one of the most important elements on Earth? And P.S. the answer to that is the fact that it has 4 valence electrons that allow it to make a lot of bonds with a lot of other elements. So for Module 2, I found that there were 3 main topics that you could look over to help you out. The first topic was biomes and geology. With biomes, what I mean is that look over the differences between each biome, because I found that there were a lot of those kinds of questions on the test, and not just like FRQs or those kinds of things. No, they ask you what, they'll give you a bunch of characteristics and they will ask you to match it to the right biome. So definitely know the things that differentiate one biome to the other. The second thing I think you should know for Module 2 is evolution. With evolution, what I mean is definitely look over the phylogenetic trees and other forms of evolutionary things like allopatric versus sympatric speciation, and others evolutionary things, because I promise you they will not cut out on evolution. One of the things that I thought was the most thought-provoking was, even how to read the phylogenetic trees, because you'd think they're very self-explanatory, yes, but when they give it to you in context and ask you to make one of your own, or compare they'll give you, so let me just give you an example. One of the questions had to do with a phylogenetic tree where they gave you a table of characteristics, and using that table you had to put all of the organisms onto a phylogenetic tree, which I agree sort of seems self-explanatory, but it's not. Think of one of the more complicated ones where the same species can be missing 2 traits that the next one down has. So that the next one down has one of them. So it's something really complicated, and be on the safe side and definitely look over them, because they are definitely on this test. The last thing I think you should look over has to do with kingdom, phylum, class, order stuff. Firstly, there are so many questions on evolution that this is present in all of them. So one of the questions might be, oh, here, look at all of these organisms or whatever, but compare them based on kingdom, phylum, class. So they'll give you an organism, describe it, and ask you what domain it should be part of. But domain's a little easier because there aren't too many to remember, but they'll ask you some very specific things where it is very important to know that, just know the general things that have to do with kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, know how they relate to each other, and know how similar some organisms are. So the best way I'd say you should study for this is look over the chapters you did over the summer. And so that's a wrap, guys. Those are the top 5 things that I think you should know for the Keystones. And yeah, so if you think this video was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, so Shantanu, I really do hope this video was helpful, and sorry if it's a bit cringy. I decided to make it fun and whatever, so I'll appreciate.